This is the new Echo Show 10, Amazon's newest 10-inch display that comes in at $250. This device uses its new 13 megapixel camera to follow you around the room. This might seem creepy at first, but depending on where you put the display and how you use it, it can be a pretty handy feature. In this video today, we're going to be going over the features of the product, seeing what comes in the box, and I'll be giving you my first impressions of the Echo Show 10. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about the brand new Echo Show 10. This is the third generation. If this is something that you are into, Amazon devices, Google devices, be sure to subscribe to the channel because I cover a lot of that stuff. With that said, let's get started. Inside of the box, you're getting the Echo Show 10 and a power adapter. There's also going to be some extra paperwork with it, but that's pretty much it. Setting up the device was really easy to do. If you do purchase this device on Amazon, there is a box that is going to be checked if you're logged in that is automatically going to sync it to your account. If you are buying this as a gift, make sure you uncheck that box so it doesn't come preloaded with your account settings. Because I had that box checked, all I had to do was plug this device in. It already knew who I was. It connected to my Wi-Fi. I really didn't have to do anything other than plug this in. Once it got loaded up and attached to my Wi-Fi, it did have a device update. It updated itself, and then it was all done. I did have a few prompts on the screen. One was for Amazon Sidewalk, and if you are not familiar with that, check out my video that I did on 7 things that you're going to want to turn off on your Echo device. I will link that above for you guys to check out, but I did go into what Amazon Sidewalk is. In addition to that, it also asked me if I wanted to sign up for Amazon Music. I said no to that, and then everything loaded up just fine. Now, taking a look at some of the features of the device. This is a 10.1-inch display. It has a resolution of 1280 by 800, which is going to be the same resolution as the Echo Show 8-inch. As I mentioned earlier, it does have an amazing 13 megapixel camera. Now, this is a standout feature with this device right here because with the Echo Show 5 and the Echo Show 8, those only have 1 megapixel cameras. This device here has a 13 megapixel. Comparing that to the Google Nest Hub Max, that one has a 6.5 megapixel camera. So this one right here has almost double of what the Nest Hub Max comes with. But as far as the look of this device right here, we are in 2021. Take a look at the bezels on the side of this display. I think that this is just absolutely ridiculous. There's almost 1-inch bezels all the way around this device. Now, if you get the black device that has the black bezels all around, it's not going to be as noticeable as this one, but just those big white bezels around the screen I thought was pretty ridiculous. If anything, I want this whole thing to be a display, maybe a small cutout on the top for the camera. And speaking of the camera, the placement of a camera was another thing I was a little disappointed with. When I'm looking at this screen face on, say if I'm going to do a video call, the camera is in the top right corner of the unit, so it is not even centered to me looking at the display. Now, one good thing with this camera being a 13 megapixel wide angle camera is that depending on where you are, whether you're far away or close, it does zoom in on you and try to center you in the camera. But I would have liked it if it was in the center above the display, so that way it would kind of look like I'm looking at the camera. If we take a look at the top of the display, we have got buttons for muting the device. We've got a plus and minus for volume. We've also see the 3 holes between the buttons. Those are going to be your microphones for talking to the device. And then we've also got a physical shutter for the camera that you can turn off. Now, keep in mind, it does use that camera to follow you around the room. So if that shutter is closed, it's not going to be able to follow you as you move around. Taking a look at the base of this unit right here, the base itself comes with 2 tweeters and a woofer inside. The audio quality on here is really good. I had it at about 50%, and that was probably as loud as I would want to get it. Going all the way up to 100% was just a massive overkill for my use case. One thing that I noticed with this device here is that it did not have an auxiliary jack in the back like I've seen with other Echo devices. So you're just going to be relying on the speakers in this device for listening to music or watching videos. Some other cool features with this device is that this does have a Zigbee smart home hub built into it. So if you do have Zigbee devices like Philips Hue light bulbs, you don't need a separate hub. You can connect them directly to this hub. In addition to that, this does also have Bluetooth in it, so you can connect certain Bluetooth devices to this smart hub also. Now, even though this device does pan around and follow you around the room, it's just as easily that you can turn it with your hand. So you don't have to worry about it facing one way or the mechanics inside locking it into place. You can always break it free from where it is locked into and just easily turn it around. Another thing that you can do is that you can manually tilt it up and down. Unfortunately, that is just a manual feature, so you're going to have to do that on your own, but that is something that you can do with this device. So I thought that this panning feature was a pretty gimmicky feature with this device, and especially the look of this device. It's kind of ugly. I mean, it's a giant speaker with a display just kind of slapped onto the side of it. But I did test it out for a few minutes watching some videos on the display, and having this kind of in the center of my room, which is where I'm at right now, as I got up and walked to the other side of the room to go grab something and then come back to my seat, the display of the movie that I was watching did follow me. So as I went to the other side of the room, I grabbed some stuff. I was able to watch a little bit of it. As I came to sit back down, it followed me around. I mean, that feature is something that I wasn't expecting and I thought was pretty cool. I don't know if it's worth spending $250 on this device just to have a little TV following you around, but that was just something that I was a little surprised with and did enjoy with this device. Okay, so if you're looking for a device that has a nice big display with great speakers, this is definitely going to be something you're going to want to pick up. If the big screen and speaker are not something that you're particularly looking for, I would recommend checking out the Echo Show 8. It's going to have all of the same features, just a little bit smaller package. However, the camera is not going to be as good. If you are not locked into the Amazon ecosystem, I'd also recommend checking out Google's Nest Hub. That was also a great item. I did a review that I can link up at the end of this video for you guys to check out. Now, being an Echo Show, you're going to be able to do all the typical things that you've been able to do with the Echo Show 5, 8, and the previous 10 version as far as listening to music, recipes, watching movies. That is something that I am going to dive deeper into as I do a video that is everything that this device can do. I'm going to cover absolutely everything in a device. I'm just going to need a little bit more time to bring all of that together. This video is just more of an unboxing and my first impressions, also showing you guys what this device is capable of. If you guys have any questions about this device that you want me to cover in the deep dive video, leave a comment below. If I can answer it, I'll answer it below. If not, I will put it in the next video. If this video is helpful, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. As always, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.